If you are in this trad wife category, if you are someone who wants to live a more traditional life, staying at home, taking care of the house, taking care of your partner, taking care of the kids, raising the kids, all of those things are super admirable. But at the same time, I want you to keep in mind your financial security. And here's the thing, women will get into a relationship or get into a marriage with a partner, with a man who is financially very strong. And, they feel like they're set for life and all I have to do is, cook, clean, do all of those things. But you are doing unpaid labor in the relationship. You are contributing to the relationship. By doing all those things, you are helping your partner succeed a lot more. So I want you to value yourself and know that you are an equal partner. You are still a 50-50 partner, because absent you adding all of that value, that person is going to have to find that in another way, and they're going to have to pay for it. So first, you should know your worth and don't feel like you are any less than. This is just the life decision and the life choice you're making. So that's number one. Number two, do you actually know your partner's finances? Like, do you actually have contractual obligations and documents in place if something is to go wrong, if something is to happen to your partner? Do you have a prenup? Like, there is this big misconception that prenups are for the wealthy, or they're only for the benefit for the higher earning spouse and generally the man. And that couldn't be far from the truth. And you should listen to me because I'm a lawyer, so there's my credibility there. But prenups are actually far more beneficial to women, especially women who are traditional stay-home wives, because it gives you exposure into exactly what your partner's net worth is, exactly where their assets are, and it lets you know where you are named and where you are not named. I interned at a family law practice when I was in law school, because when I first started law school, I thought I wanted to be a family lawyer and help women, especially when it came to like divorces and splitting of assets or child custody. That's really the reason I went to law school. But I ended up in corporate America because, again, I am a gold digger and I wanted the money. So in interning and clerking with this family law office, most of the time, like 90% of the time, women would be sitting in the office and they would be crying their eyes out because the vacation home that they thought was in their name was actually in their mother-in-law's name, or it was put into a trust for the benefit of their kids. I always struggled with whether I thought that was okay or not. And I'm talking about putting your assets and putting your money in a trust in favor of your kids, where your spouse is, has the power to manage the trust. I kind of feel like it's saying you don't trust your spouse, you don't trust your partner by giving them all the finances and trusting them to take care of your children. You make of it whatever you want to, but I never really liked that. Regardless of the trust situation, a lot of times women were coming in, property was not in their name, the savings accounts were not in their name. And to make matters even worse, their own inheritance would be split. So you really, really need to get a handle of how the finances are split across the portfolio. And what I mean by that is you need to be aware if there's a will. You need to be aware if there's a trust in place. And the best way to do all of this is getting a prenup, because when you get a prenup, there is this thing that's called financial disclosures. So your attorney is going to ask your spouse for all of their financial disclosures. And yes, they could lie about it, I suppose, but that's where you want to ask for backup. You want to ask for documentation. Like, get clear. Please be smart. If you are investing in a person because you want the trad life or the soft life, make sure that's what you're getting. Because if this person is with you primarily because of your looks and because you're going to do unpaid labor in the home, and 10 years down the line, that's not what you want to do, or your looks are fading because we do age and we look different. And if that's all a man wanted from you and they want to trade you in for a new model, you're going to leave with nothing. I'm just trying to have your back. I support you in your choice, but be smart. Be smart about it.